Imagine a pickup truck that's as powerful as a mountain but drives so smoothly you feel like you're driving an SUV. How would that feel? That's exactly what Toyota has achieved with the 2026 Hilux. This time, the Hilux isn't just powerful, but also technologically advanced. It features a 2.8-liter diesel engine with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, which not only increases power but also improves fuel efficiency by 10 to 12%. This means you now get raw power along with fuel savings. But the real surprise is that the hybrid technology Toyota has used in this vehicle, the same system will now be seen in the upcoming Land Cruiser and Fortuner. So, the Hilux is not just a model, but a glimpse into the future. Stay tuned till the end of the video, because further on we'll show you the secret behind this new engine technology that will shake up other companies. What is it about the 2026 Hilux that's challenging the Ford Ranger and Isuzu D-Max? Before we move on in the video, subscribe to the channel so you can be the first to see such valuable and exciting videos. Toyota's legacy, the history and story of trust of the Hilux. Toyota's story is not just that of an auto company, but a symbol of reliability. Whenever the topic of vehicles that run for years without any major problems comes up, most people mention only one name: Toyota. And if we talk about Toyota's most reliable vehicle, the Hilux always comes out on top. Toyota first launched the Hilux in 1968, and since then it has been known worldwide as the indestructible truck. The reason is clear. This truck performs in all conditions, whether it's the dust of the desert, climbing mountains, or navigating through floods. The Hilux has proven its strength everywhere. That's why it's also called the Never Dies truck. Toyota has a massive global market. This company is not only #1 in Japan, but also ranks among the top 3 in almost every major country worldwide. Toyota vehicles are incredibly popular in countries like the US, Australia, the UK, Saudi Arabia, Thailand, and across Africa. In Australia and Africa, the Hilux is even called the King of the Roads, because it performs flawlessly on even the roughest terrain. In India, too, Toyota has firmly established itself. Models like the Fortuner, Innova, and Hilux have become symbols of reliability and strength. Looking at the history of the Hilux, this vehicle has become even more robust with each passing decade. In the 1980s, its toughness astonished the world. A famous BBC report showed a Hilux being submerged in the sea and dropped from a building, yet it still started. Since then, the Hilux has become synonymous with durability. In many countries, it's used by the army, police, and for adventure drives, because it can withstand all kinds of weather and conditions. One of Toyota's unique qualities is that it doesn't just build cars, it builds a relationship of trust. The company designs its vehicles with the philosophy that a car should be like a companion for every person. This is why Toyota vehicles last 10-15 years without major repairs. The Hilux is the best example of this philosophy. It's the vehicle of choice for people around the world who love adventure, embrace the journey, and value reliability. By 2026, the Hilux has set a record that will be difficult to break. Millions of units have been sold, and it has a presence on almost every continent. Whether it's the sands of Africa or the highways of Europe, the Hilux assures its owner everywhere, "I can take you anywhere." That's why, even today, when a driver is asked which pickup truck is the most reliable, the answer is Toyota Hilux. And this trust is Toyota's true strength, a brand that runs not just on engines, but on heart. The new 2026 Look, design that showcases both power and class. The new look of the 2026 Toyota Hilux is truly remarkable, as this time Toyota hasn't just made a few changes, but has completely revamped the design philosophy. The Hilux has now become more powerful, modern, and sophisticated. Its look is such that at first glance, it's clear that this truck is not just for work, but strikes a balance between style and power. From the front, its new hexagonal grille looks very bold, giving the vehicle a powerful presence. The LED headlights and DRLs have been made sharper, making its road presence even more impressive. In terms of body structure, Toyota has used high-strength steel this time, making the vehicle even more solid. Whether you drive it on hilly roads or muddy terrains, the Hilux's body frame is now even more rugged, meaning it handles bumps and uneven roads without any trouble. Its large tires and increased ground clearance make it a true off-road machine, while its side profile looks quite premium. The LED taillights at the rear have been given a new design, giving it a modern look. A glimpse of the interior is visible from the outside. The Hilux is now not just a masculine pickup, but also a luxury truck. Its body colors now come in dual tones, and the front bumper has been given a sporty look with new angles. This time, Toyota has paid special attention to the design to ensure that the vehicle looks both rugged and classy. This means that whether you are on a farm road or in a hotel parking lot, the Hilux fits in everywhere. Most interestingly, Toyota has also worked on aerodynamics this time. The vehicle now cuts through the air better than before, resulting in a smoother drive and improved fuel efficiency. Its new alloy wheel design makes it even sportier, and the front skid plate gives it an adventurous feel. The real magic of 48V mild hybrid technology. If you understand the true heart of the 2026 Toyota Hilux, its engine, you'll realize that Toyota hasn't just increased the power this time, but has completely changed the entire driving philosophy. The Hilux still has the same old 2.8-liter diesel engine, but the new 48V mild hybrid system that Toyota has added is what makes it special. Now, the vehicle is not only more powerful, but also smoother, quieter, and more fuel efficient. Previously, the Hilux engine produced 201 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque, but now, with the hybrid system, it offers even more responsiveness. This means that whenever you press the accelerator, the car reacts instantly. No lag, no jerks, just incredibly smooth acceleration. So the question arises, how does this 48V mild hybrid system work? Essentially, it has an electric motor generator that works in conjunction with the engine. When you apply the brakes, this motor stores energy, and when you start the car or accelerate, it uses that energy to support the engine. The biggest advantage of this is that it reduces the load on the engine, which increases mileage and makes acceleration even smoother. According to Toyota, the new Hilux can now save about 10 to 12% more fuel than before, which is a significant improvement for diesel vehicles. In addition, the 48V system makes the vehicle even more refined. The vibrations and slight engine noise that were present before have now been significantly reduced. In the city, when the vehicle stops in traffic, the engine automatically shuts off and restarts instantly with a gentle press of the accelerator, giving a feeling very similar to an EV. This is why driving the Hilux has now become not only an experience of power, but also of comfort. Another interesting point is that Toyota has not limited this system to just the Hilux. This same 48V hybrid system is now being installed in upcoming larger SUV models like the Fortuner and Land Cruiser Prado. This clearly means that Toyota is taking all its larger models into a new hybrid era, where power and sustainability will go hand in hand. And this is part of Toyota's master plan, to make the engine more eco-friendly and smarter without completely electrifying it. Another feature of the hybrid system is the start-stop technology and smart power assist. When the vehicle is running on the highway, the electric motor works with the engine to give it a slight boost, which not only improves acceleration, but also prevents the engine from getting tired over long distances. As a result, the Hilux's drive is now smoother, more balanced, and more enjoyable than before. This time, Toyota has worked not only on performance, but also on the driving feel. Now the gear shifts and torque delivery feel more natural. When you drive on mountains or rough roads, the electric motor gives the engine a little push, providing extra power to the vehicle and making control easier for the driver. So, if the Hilux was previously known only for its robustness, the 2026 model will be known for smart power. It still has the same raw torque and off-road capability, but now it also has the added benefit of fuel efficiency and advanced technology. This hybrid engine reflects Toyota's belief that the future of automobiles lies not solely in electric vehicles, but in balanced hybrid technology. Global strategy. Toyota's master plan. That's shaking up other companies. Toyota's greatest strength isn't just its vehicles, but its philosophy. And this philosophy is now transforming the Hilux for different markets around the world. The plan for the 2026 Toyota Hilux is to provide every driver in every country with a perfect truck, tailored to their weather, roads, and needs. Toyota has meticulously crafted this global strategy. The Hilux will have different versions in Europe, Asia, and Africa. But one thing remains constant: reliability and power. First, let's talk about Europe, where Toyota's focus is on green power. With strict emission norms now in place in European countries, Toyota has decided to launch the Hilux there with 48V mild hybrid technology. Customers there are now looking not only for power, but also for fuel efficiency and clean energy. Therefore, Toyota has designed the Hilux in Europe to produce less pollution without compromising on power. In Europe, the Hilux is now being marketed as a lifestyle pickup, meaning it's for people who want to use it not just for work, but for everyday life and adventures as well. Now, let's move on to Asia, Toyota's largest market. Here, the Hilux is in tremendous demand, especially in countries like Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and India. In Thailand, the Hilux has practically become the national pickup. There, Toyota has created different variants of the Hilux, some purely for off-road performance and others for luxurious driving. The same strategy is being adopted in India. Toyota is preparing to bring a slightly customized version of the Hilux to India, so that it performs better on Indian roads, in Indian traffic, and in the Indian climate. The Indian version will feature local assembly and some special adjustments to keep the price down and make servicing easier. In Africa, the Hilux is like a survival truck. People there use it for everything from farming, business, and transportation. Therefore, Toyota has developed models there with a more robust body and suspension. The Hilux's success in Africa is so great that in many places, people simply call it Hilux instead of Toyota. The roads there are difficult, the weather is harsh, but the Hilux withstands everything, and this confidence sets Toyota apart from other companies. Now, speaking of Toyota's master plan, the company is gradually developing each of its models on a region-based structure. This means that the Hilux sold in Japan will be different from the Hilux sold in India or Australia, as each country's needs are different. In countries like Australia, the Hilux is considered a traditional workhorse, so for those countries, the Hilux is given more towing capacity and power. For Europe and Asia, it's being made a little more luxurious and smooth. Toyota's other major step is local production. Now, the company is assembling the Hilux in each country's factory to reduce taxes, keep prices affordable, and benefit the local economy. In India, Toyota has also begun assembling the Hilux at its Baidadi plant in Karnataka, which is expected to further reduce the price of the Hilux in the future. And now the biggest question. When will the new 2026 Hilux arrive in India? According to reports, Toyota is preparing to launch it in India by mid or late 2026. The company is first testing a mild hybrid version to ensure optimal performance for the local fuel quality and climate. Upon launch, this vehicle will compete directly with vehicles like the Mahindra Scorpio N pickup and Isuzu V-Cross. Toyota's global strategy is clear: to provide each country with the Hilux that best suits its needs and environment. While it will emerge as a green and smart truck in Europe, it will become a beast of the roads in Africa and a combination of luxury meets power in Asia. And this is Toyota's real strategy. Where other companies sell one model everywhere, Toyota is offering a custom Hilux everywhere. This is why other companies are worried, because Toyota is no longer just selling trucks, but selling experiences tailored to each country. Safety and technology. Now smartness meets safety. The 2026 Toyota Hilux isn't just about power. It's now a game-changer in both smartness and safety. This time, Toyota has added a complete package called Toyota Safety Sense to the Hilux, which includes all the technologies previously only available in luxury SUVs. It also has a pre-collision system, or auto-braking feature, which automatically applies the brakes if a vehicle or person suddenly appears in front. Lane departure alert and lane keep assist systems are also provided, which help keep the vehicle in its lane, meaning less driver fatigue and more safety on long journeys. There's also adaptive cruise control, which helps the vehicle automatically accelerate or decelerate according to traffic. Together, these features make the Hilux more intelligent and safer than ever before. Additionally, there's a 360 camera and blind spot monitoring system, which gives the driver visibility from every angle, whether you're driving on narrow roads or on an off-road track. Now, let's talk about the driving experience. Older Hilux models were known for their power, but they felt a bit rough and tough. But in 2026, Toyota has completely changed this. The Hilux is no longer just for farms, mountains, or construction sites. It's equally comfortable on city streets. Its new suspension setup is more balanced, so the impact of small potholes is less noticeable in the cabin. The steering is now lighter and more responsive, making it easier to drive in traffic. And most importantly, engine and road noise have been significantly reduced, as Toyota has worked extensively on sound insulation. Now, when you're on a long highway journey, you'll feel like you're sitting in a premium SUV. And off-road, the Hilux truly shines. Increased ground clearance, robust suspension, and an electronic differential lock give it the power to tackle any challenging terrain without stopping. In terms of interior and comfort, the Hilux has also been completely transformed. It's no longer just a work truck, but a luxury cabin on wheels. It features a new 9-inch floating touchscreen that supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The instrument cluster is now digital, displaying all the information clearly. Toyota has also significantly improved the seat quality. It now features better cushioning and a leather finish, reducing fatigue on long drives. Features like wireless charging, USB-C ports, and automatic climate control make it a high-class driving space. The most interesting feature is its 360 camera view. When you're parking in tight spaces, you can see a view of everything around you on the screen, eliminating the fear of collisions or scratches. Additionally, the sound insulation in the cabin has been so improved that outside wind, traffic, and engine noise are almost completely eliminated. As soon as you sit inside, you feel that this is the same Hilux, but now it has the heart of a luxury SUV. Comparison: a direct challenge to the Ford Ranger and Isuzu D-Max. When a company competes with others, the real issue isn't just about power or brand, it's about trust. technology, and understanding. And that's exactly what Toyota has proven with the 2026 Hilux. Currently, its two biggest rivals are the Ford Ranger and the Isuzu D-Max. All three pickup trucks are giants in their respective categories, but when it comes to balance, the right balance between power, features, and reliability, the Hilux pulls slightly ahead. First, let's talk about the engine and power. The Ford Ranger comes with a 2.0-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that delivers approximately 210 HP of power and 500 Nm of torque. The Isuzu D-Max, on the other hand, offers 1.9-liter and 3.0-liter diesel engine options, with the more powerful version reaching around 190 HP and 450 mm of torque. Now comes the Hilux. Toyota has equipped it with a 2.8-liter diesel engine, along with a new 48V mild hybrid system, which not only delivers 204 HP of power, but also makes the torque delivery even smoother than before. This means that the Hilux now runs not just on brute force, but also on intelligence. Power is delivered with every gear shift, but without any jerks. This is what sets it apart from both the Ford and Isuzu. The Hilux also has an advantage in fuel efficiency. The 48V mild hybrid system reduces the engine load and increases mileage by 10 to 12%. The Ford Ranger is still running without mild hybrid technology, while Isuzu's engine uses slightly older technology, resulting in lower mileage and more vibrations. In other words, the Hilux has now added something to the pickup segment that was previously only found in premium SUVs: power combined with fuel efficiency. Now let's talk about features and technology. All three trucks offer a 4x4 drive system and off-road modes, but the Hilux now includes advanced hill assist, downhill control, a 360-degree camera, and the Toyota Safety Sense Pack, which features like automatic braking, lane departure warning, and adaptive cruise control. The Ford Ranger also has good tech features, but in many countries, these features are only available in the top variants. The Isuzu D-Max has basic safety features, but the technology level is not as advanced as what Toyota has offered in the 2026 model. When it comes to interior and comfort, the Hilux has made significant improvements this time. Its new 9-inch touchscreen now supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The sound system is clearer, and the suspension has been refined to the point that this truck now feels like a premium SUV. The Ford Ranger is also comfortable, but its cabin feels a bit too tech-heavy, which can be confusing for some. The D-Max has a simpler and more practical cabin, but it doesn't offer a luxurious feel. In terms of design and presence, all three have different styles. The Ford Ranger is a bit more modern and muscular. The Isuzu D-Max comes with a sporty and angular design, while the Hilux strikes a perfect balance between class and ruggedness. Its large grille, LED lights, and dual-tone color scheme make it modern, but its body strength still retains the solidness of the older Hilux. In terms of price, the Hilux is a bit more premium, but the technology and reliability it offers justify the price. In India, the current Hilux starts at around 30 lakh, and the new 2026 version with the mild hybrid system could be approximately 2-3 lakh more expensive. The Ford Ranger, if launched in India, could be priced at around 35 lakh, and the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross falls in the 25-30 lakh range. But what sets the Hilux apart is its reliability record. The vehicle remains virtually unchanged even after years of use. When it comes to off-road performance, the Hilux is still the king. It has higher ground clearance, a more robust body, and its suspension is specifically tuned for rough terrain. The Ranger has slightly more power, but its suspension is softer, resulting in a bumpier ride on rough surfaces. The D-Max is reliable, but lacks the same level of driving refinement. Looking at the overall picture, The 2026 Hilux emerges as the most versatile truck among the three. It has the power of the Ford Ranger, the durability of the Isuzu D-Max, and, above all, the reliability of Toyota and the advantage of hybrid technology. This is why the 2026 Hilux isn't just competing. It's setting a new benchmark for its rivals. And that's why both Ford and Isuzu are now keeping a close eye on Toyota. Because, with the pace at which the Hilux has advanced, it won't be easy for other companies to catch up. So the question is, while other companies are in the EV race, will this hybrid monster from Toyota completely change the game? Before you proceed with the video, please subscribe to the channel so that you receive such powerful auto updates first.